y'all doing, man? The D3 nobody who shocked
this
the
is K-Twins
NFL,
TV, man.
This is K-Twins TV, bro. Y'all already know, man. So make sure y'all like and comment on this video, and let's get
started, man. We gonna
waste no time.
So many videos, random. It'll be sports sometimes. Sometimes it'll be music, or it'll be crime. This is literally for everything. So make sure y'all subscribe, comment, and subscribe, and let's go.
He's one of the best guards in the NFL. But
also shout out to bro too, for making these videos. I think his name is More Athlete or something like that. Let me see. Yeah, More Than Athlete. Appreciate you for the video.
Just a few years ago, nobody wanted him.
I had no Division I whatsoever offers. I'm, asking the same question of why.
To answer that question, we gotta go back to Hartford, Wisconsin, when Quinn Miners wasn't a starter. So he came up with a plan.
I was drinking gallons of milk a week, tons of protein shakes. I put on 80 pounds in 1 year.
And that's when a nickname was born, the Gut. By his senior year, Quinn was all-state on both sides of the ball. So it was time for the next step, Division I football.
No one really came through. It was all the really small schools. I had one scholarship offer, which was Division II St. Cloud State, but it was like $2,000 more expensive than any small school in Wisconsin. So it was whether I was going to Whitewater or lacrosse. Those are kind of the offers.
Quinn chose Whitewater. It was the better football program. And when he accepted, they couldn't believe it.
Even after he committed, we were like, well, somebody's going to find out about him. And he ended up here.
I think the mentality of D1 or bust, or I'm just trying to go to the NFL, I think that's the wrong mindset initially. The mindset needs to be you want to become the best football player you can be, and also be willing to sacrifice whatever it takes to be that person.
Quinn stood out right away, winning team MVP.
Damn! Oh my God!
Oh my goodness!
Did you see that hit?
Oh my God.
Whatever it takes to be that person.
Quinn stood out right away, winning team MVP as a guard. But slowly, the Gut kept growing and growing.
The D3 football diet isn't the greatest. Our budget only allows for so much. We were eating Golden Corral, and then our nighttime snack was Domino's.
So in the offseason, he wanted to shrink the Gut. For his summer job, he flew to his great uncle's island in Canada, which had no weights whatsoever. So he got creative, brought his own stuff, and did whatever it took.
Was that a tree?
Yes, that
was a tree.
Let
me make sure. That's a fucking tree. Okay.
That's a propane tank. I think it's a little over 100 pounds, something like that. I set up a rack that I brought up kind of in the middle of the island. It was the most flat spot I could find. It's another one of those moments where it taught me that how motivated I am inside to just work harder than anybody else.
He posted the workouts to fire up his teammates. Quinn Miners 2.0 was here, faster, stronger, and ready to dominate his senior year. But that opportunity never came.
The Division II and Division...
This is Myers? Oh my gosh, because it only says the D3 player, and you really don't see them without their helmets like that. But this is Myers? Oh yeah,
what team was he on? Vikings?
He's a dog. He's on Denver. He's on Broncos.
Oh, okay. The 3 fall championship season has been canceled for the upcoming school year.
The moment it was kind of gut-wrenching to hear that, because this could really impact this journey that I'm trying to go on to get to the NFL, because not playing your senior season as a Division III football player is unheard of, and then go in the NFL and get drafted, which is doesn't really happen.
All the scouts had was Quinn's junior tape, the old Quinn Miners, all the hard work. He didn't even get a chance to show it, but he focused on what he could control, become a better football player. And to make himself a more versatile prospect, he decided to learn a new position.
I've taught myself how to play center in the backyard, snapping into a garbage can with a pizza paddle on it, and I knew it was a good snap if it hit the pizza paddle.
And then I would upload those videos to YouTube on my personal channel, watch myself and critique my film of, hey, why is the ball going more to the right when I'm trying to go left?
But to truly level up, he needed real-life coaching.
I was able to go down to Texas, and I trained with Duke Manyweather and Rashawn Slater, and we spent about 3 weeks together, and a lot of...
Sean Slater was like that. Yeah. Bro.
Texas, and I trained with Duke Manyweather and Rashawn Slater, and we spent about 3 weeks together, and a lot of technique. Duke really changed my stance.
His agent sent the workouts to Jim Nagy, the man who runs the Senior Bowl, college football's biggest showcase for NFL prospects. The film caught Nagy's attention, and he put Quinn on the reserve list. Quinn kept working his ass off every single day, but the clock kept ticking.
I was 2 weeks out, and I kind of lost hope at that point. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to the Senior Bowl. This sucks.
I never wish injury upon anybody, but that was what it was going to take, either another opt-out or two, or someone gets hurt in some game.
Then in the SEC Championship game, Bama center Landon Dickerson tears his ACL, and suddenly Quinn's phone starts ringing.
Hi, this is Jim Nagy. You want to put that Warhawk helmet on one more time? And I just started crying because it was just like 13 months of work. I did everything I could without having a season. I just couldn't wait to get down there.
I was so ready to like throw up and cry. Like, it was horrible. Honestly, it switched. As soon as I got to that locker room, I put my helmet on. I put my helmet on, shoulder pads. I walked out through that tunnel. It was like, I'm confident I'm going to rip your face off. Like, let's go.
Quinn Miners, another pancake. This is kind of getting borderline ridiculous what he's doing up front this week.
A rising star in social media because of his prop top nature is Wisconsin Whitewater, which I didn't even know was a school, by the way. Quinn Miners.
So a lot of the things that you're seeing at the Senior Bowl were like first time type of things. So like, I've never really played center before until the Senior Bowl. I've never passed that out of a 2-point stance ever.
Finally, the world saw the work he put in.
It's cool to have this, moment where people are starting to find out, who I am.
Twitter blew up and the gut was everywhere. Quinn had just turned undrafted into a day 2 projection. Now it was time to raise the stakes again. Pro Day, where all 32 teams flew to Wisconsin.
Wait, is he on? I don't think he is. He on the
Broncos? He on the Broncos for sure.
He is.
I remember now.
Wisconsin Whitewater. Quinn finished top 5 in every drill. There was no doubt anymore. He was one of the best guards in the draft.
At mid-end of the second is where I was, anticipating going.
But on draft day, round 2 went by and no phone call.
So I had like a lot of like this kind of anxiety type of energy, and as I kept falling down the boards, it kind of started.
Bro, do you know how rare that is to not actually play like in a D1 school and you get drafted?
You get drafted. It's
my
crazy.
goodness. What? Bro, he's just a dog. That's it, bro. He's a dog.
Started turning into, more free motivation of just proving people wrong.
But in the third round at pick 98.
Quinn,
how's it going?
how you doing, man? Doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
You excited to be a Bronco?
Yes, sir.
Ready to get
I
to
knew
work?
he was on the
Of course, I'm
Broncos. I knew it, bro.
I love it. I love
He's
it.
a
Love to hear
dog,
it.
bro.
But when he got to Denver, reality hit fast. The jump from D3 to the NFL was huge. Not just the talent, but the playbook. So he barely saw the field. Until week 9, when Graham Glasgow went down with a season-ending injury and Quinn got a shot.
27 ends up, making the tackle, but I tried to push him down and fall on top of him.
There he goes. There's your backup back, your number 3 guy.
Although he showed some flashes, he wasn't happy with his rookie tape. So by 2022, he came back leaner and was named Denver's starting right guard. But in the season opener, he injured his hamstring and was out for 4 games. He came back in week 5 and looked like a completely different player, giving up only 3 sacks on 479 snaps. His tape looked very promising, but on a 5-12 team, nobody notices a guard. The next season, he was comfortable. It was his 3rd year in the league, and he was fully healthy. And that's when Quinn Miners went crazy.
See, this is the thing about football, right? And this is why I try to tell everybody. Football, you have to be one of the best athletes in the world. Bro, he's 300-something pounds moving like he's 200-something pounds.
Bro, probably running a 4.7.
Yeah, but no, hell no. No. He's running probably like a 4.6. Real talk. We can look that. You want to look it up?
Yes, let's look that up.
He started all 17 games, and PFF rated him as the best run blocking guard in football. Some media even voted him as the Broncos' offensive.
6'3", 320 pounds. He was the 3rd round, 98 pick, obviously. Denver, since 2021, it says. First team All-Pro in 2024. Obviously, we don't get into
40-yard
all
dash
of
is a 4.9.
His 40-yard dash
Yeah.
is a 4.9?
Yes.
Well, I mean, he was D3, sorry.
Yeah.
But most guards these days, they're fast. They're like 4.7, 4.8. Yeah.
MVP. And that's when Denver knew they had something special.
Broncos locking in Quinn Miners to a long-term contract extension. One of the most dominant young guards in the National Football League is here to stay. A 4-year extension worth up to $80 million. Woo! $45 million of that guaranteed. He's set to make $24 million in the first year of his deal.
It was a beautiful moment, and Quinn wanted to thank everyone who helped him get there.
Yeah, first and foremost is definitely my wife. She's always supported this entire dream. I would say at times she believed in me more than I believed in myself. She has been supportive the entire time, telling me to chase this dream that I wasn't sure if it was possible or not. My dad was extremely helpful too. I didn't have a ton of money. I wasn't really working, and so my dad was helping me with that. Every couple weeks we would meet at a Best Buy, and he would drop off like 70 pounds of ground beef. Then obviously my agent, he believed in me.
By 2024, he was no longer this D3 story. He was one of the highest paid guards.
Hey man, about 2 years he's a free agent. I'm just saying, about 2 years he's a free agent. So
Green Bay don't need him.
Steelers? No, don't need him.
Yeah, we
in
really
the
don't
league.
need him.
And for the first time, he was voted team captain. There were expectations on him, and slowly they got to him.
I work with a mental performance coach. He helped me kind of put those things in boxes. It was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, and it definitely did affect my play early in the season.
Buddy bounced back and put up the best season of his career.
All right, that gotta be illegal, dog.
No, it's not.
The way he getting hit, no, bro. This gotta be legal.
Early in the season.
Buddy bounced back and put up the best season of
They threw a flag. They had to throw a flag. They had to
his
throw a
career,
flag, right?
becoming a dominant force in the run game while giving up just one.
Hold on. Somebody pick up their homie, dog. Somebody pick up their homie.
This is not
my God.
Season of his career, becoming a dominant force in the run game while giving up just one sack in the
He didn't do my team bad.
No, he did your team
No,
terrible,
he didn't.
bro.
No, he didn't.
Look, he did your team terrible.
I'm literally watching. He didn't.
year.
DJ right
So
there,
at
he
the end of the season, Quinn finally got some recognition. The gut from Wisconsin Whitewater, with 0 offers, made first team All-Pro.
It was life-changing and generational wealth at the beginning of the season, overcoming mental hurdles with the contract and stuff like that. Played one of my best seasons, and it turned out to be viewed as the best season by a right guard. I'm proud of myself. I was teaching myself center in my dad's backyard during COVID. They had one spot left at the Senior Bowl, and I was playing center, and I was like, well, I've never played center before, but I just got to get in.
If someone back in 2020 told you you'd be standing here, would you have believed them?
No, I wouldn't even believe myself, but living by the phrase hard work pays off. I know it's a cliche, but when you actually live by those types of things, great things like this can happen.
Let's go!
If y'all want more stories, please like and subscribe. See you at the next one.
I ain't gonna lie.
Have a blessed day.
I ain't gonna lie, W more than athlete. We need to watch more of his videos,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
Actually, that's probably what we gonna start doing. Watching more.
We
of
got
his
him,
videos.
we got Fern, we got a
Because-
couple other people that we want to watch. So y'all let us know. I know this is a new channel. It's not gonna probably get more than 5 views or something.
Bro, I don't
But man,
care if one person.
Yeah,
watch
bro.
me,
We just want
We
one
just-
person, 2 people,
Yeah.
just like our other stuff that we do, man. Thank
Bro,
y'all,
it's
man.
just this is not
amazing,
about
bro.
the views. We get views on another channel. You
Yeah,
feel me?
man,
This
this
is
is
not
all
about the
just what we
money.
want to do,
We
too.
get paid what we should. You feel me? This is mainly about doing what I love to do, and this was very interesting to me, bro. Getting to know a player more, getting to know sports more, getting to know
Yeah.
music more, stuff
Yep.
like that, bro.
Yep.
But yeah, anyways, they got so
Sports
much.
is more my thing, to be honest, than Kaylon
It is.
thing.
It
but
is.
he loves it too as well, and I'm trying to get him on that path of learning more about football and basketball, and me too though. Me too. But yeah, man. Thank y'all, man. We
Thank
love
y'all,
y'all.
man.
And man, we are out of here,
We
bro.
out of here. Thank y'all. Peace.